Magandang araw po at magandang gabi sa mga nakakapanood sa gabi at sa lahat po ng naabot ng video nito. Welcome po dito sa EBI o Away Mix Videos. Ngayon po, meron po tayong video mula kay Samuel Henrich, no? At sama-sama po tayong matuto sa video niya tungkol po ito sa pagsulat ng baybayin. So, excited na po ako. Ito po at bigyan po natin ng ating reaction. I-play na po natin.
Curves, lines, and dots. Such are the components for characters that we use to communicate with one another. You might be perfectly accustomed to the Latin alphabet, a collection of characters used in many languages all over the world. But how about this? This or this? Baybayin, a script that is very Filipino, yet has not been extensively used for generations. Before the introduction of the Latin alphabet in the mid-late 1500s, the Philippines already had at least 16 different writing systems, including, but not limited to, Kulitan from Pampanga, Buhid and Hanunoo from Mindoro, and Badlit from the Visayas.
So, ang dami pala, no, na yung mga sinaunang pagsulat natin, no, hindi lang yung baybayin, no. So, magaling itong nagsasalita dito kanina na siguro talagang pinag-aaralan niya yung mga sulat. Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, no, sa buong mundo. Yun yung expertise niya. At ngayon, ang topic niya itong tungkol sa baybayin, no. Sige, tuloy natin ulit.
Baybayin, for the Tagalogs, was just one of the many, but is the more popular one which people know of today. So, how does it work? Baybayin, also mistakenly known as alibata, is an abugida, otherwise known as an alphasyllabary, where each symbol denotes a syllable and not an individual sound like the alphabet.
So, yung baybayin, trinay nilang i-erase, no? Ano kayo naisip ng Spain? Ibig sabihin, dapat sa kanila ito, no? Yung karagdagang kaalaman, no? Na pwede rin nilang sanang matutunan, pero parang bakit gusto nilang burahin, ano? Ano ang naisipan nila, no? Ganun na lang tayo. Pero nakakatuwa po at ngayon nag-e-exist po ang baybayin.
The Thai script, Tamil script, and Lao script are examples of abugidas from other countries that work in a similar fashion. With that in mind, if you have a word like maayo, writing it will break it down to ma, a, and yo, with each syllable corresponding to one character. Learning Baybayin isn't all too difficult, as there are only 17 base characters you need to get used to, with 3 simple modifiers that change the sound of each syllable. For the consonants, you have ba, ga, da, or ra, ga, ha, la, ma, na, nga, ba, sa, ta, wa, and ya, inhale. For the vowels, you have a, e, or i, and o, or.
Naka-default po lahat sa A, ano? Parang yun nga, abakada, egaha, ila. Naka-default po lahat sa L. Naka-default pong lahat sa A, ano? Parang abakada, egaha. So, sa old scripture ho, nung sinasabi nila noon, panahon noon ng nung panahon na natutong sumulat ang tao sa Old Testament, yung unang naka-default din sa A, no? So, yung kanilang mga kataga.
E and O or U. If you've looked into Baybayin before, you might notice that these aren't exactly the same as the ones you'd see online. But that's just because the script isn't perfectly standardized yet. Now, there are a total of 4 variations for writing a character that each change the pronunciation of a character. Let's take the character wa, for instance. Without any kudlit, it would just be the standard wa. If we would place a kudlit that looks like a small line, hook, or dot above the character, it would turn it into a wi or we. If we place a kudlit under, it would be a wo or wu. And finally, we could also place a cruz kudlit underneath to remove the vowel sound completely, making a wu. More on that in a bit. These apply to all characters except for a, i or e, and o or u, since they are pure vowels that can stand on their own. Now,
So, madali lang pala, no? Basta nakabisa mo na, sa lahat ng sistema ng letter, doon lang nagbabase yung parang A, E, I, O, U. doon sa yung pinaka-vowel niya, no? Doon sa pwesto nung kudlit.
Their own. Now, a small thing to take note of is that there's a difference between traditional and modernized Baybayin. In traditional Baybayin, one, consonants, pure consonants that weren't followed by a vowel at all, such as t instead of tu or m instead of ma, they were all completely dropped from writing. And two, there weren't any spaces between words in a sentence. Everything was just crammed up together. So,
Dalawa pa pala to, no? May old baybayin pa, tsaka yung traditional.
a word such as baybayin, for example, would be spelled out as ba-ba-yi because Y and N weren't followed by a vowel, so they were just dropped. This changed in 1620 when a Spanish priest, Father Francisco Lopez, introduced the Cruz Codlit. The Spanish had to learn Baybayin to better communicate with the Filipinos, and the Cruz Codlit helped them translate many of their own terms, which tended to have a lot of pure consonants. The symbol effectively served to omit the vowel that was naturally expected to.
Grabe, no? Pure consonant, no? Yung YHWH ng, naalala ko yun, no? Na Old Hebrew text. Pure consonant din po yun, eh. So, talagang may pagkakahawig sa ibaybayin dun sa yung old na letra o yung pagkasulat ng mga Hebrew.
The vowel that was naturally expected to follow any consonant. In terms of punctuation, it is fairly straightforward. A single vertical line represents a comma or a short pause, and two vertical lines for a period. There isn't really anything that corresponds to a question mark or an exclamation point, but I personally like to just use them anyway. With all this in mind, let's try a few examples. Let's start with something simple. Tao, a person. Ta and O. The city name Cagayan, which we'll split up into Ka, Ga, Ya, and N to accommodate the modernized version. Write those characters down and you're good to go. Sanaol. Sa, Na, O, and L. Write those characters down and that's literally all you'll need. Remember, you need to write them as they sound and not how they're normally spelled with a Latin alphabet. Let's try a short sentence. Matogsa ko. Ma, to, g, sa, ko. That will give you Baybayin for I'm first going to sleep in Cebuano. How about two English phrases? Vote wisely, which you would write as you would say it in Filipino, vote wisely. So that would be bo, wa, I, s, li. And finally, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Or Happy New Year. There are two variations in this.
Galing, ano? Yung English, transfer niya muna sa katagang Tagalog. Tapos, i-transfer naman po ngayon doon sa baybayin, sulat ng baybayin. Ang galing po. Itong mga ito ay mga expert po talaga sa larangan ng written o yung pagsulat sa buong mundo. So, pinag-aaralan talaga nila ito. Ako, hindi ko talaga alam ito. Gusto ko rin matutunan nito. So, kung may extra time, sana matuto tayo ito. Kung sa mga nanonood dyan, matututo kayo sa video nito ni Samuel Hinrich.
Case. Writing it down on paper and even doing calligraphy with this is pretty fun on its own. But here's how you can include it into your digital life as well. If you are on a computer, there are several websites that allow you to download different fonts that display Baybayin characters. And on Android, if you have Gboard or the Google Keyboard, you can add Baybayin as an additional keyboard in the language settings. For iOS users,
So, meron na rin pala, no? Ibig sabihin, inadapt na ng teknolohiya itong baybayin. No? Ang galing po, no? Meron pala ito sa cellphone, ano? Try natin kaya ito.
unfortunately, you'd need to opt for either buying a Baybayin keyboard from the App Store or by looking up an online translator on the web. Despite being a functionally dead script, there have been several attempts at revitalizing it in the past. So while it may not be that useful for communicating with other people just yet, at least it helps one connect with their Filipino roots, as well as just being a cool aesthetic overall. There are a bunch of articles online that explain Baybayin in greater depth, talking more about its history, the other writing systems, its development, and how it can be further modernized to fit the way we talk today. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, go check them out.
So hanggang dito na lang po, no, at pasalamat po tayo dito kay Samuel Henrich channel niya. Napanood natin itong tungkol sa baybayin, kung paano po ito gamitin o isulat. No, kasi maraming Pilipino talaga ang hindi po nakakaalam niyan, at yung iba talagang wala na silang balak pa para matutunan. So sa dami ng problema ngayon na umiiral, talagang yung natural na sulat natin ngayon na nakagisnan, yun na talagang gagamitin mo. Ano pa nga naman na para matutunan mo yan. Pero para sa akin, dapat natututunan po yan kahit ng mga bagong estudyante natin ngayon. Sana itinuturo na rin ito sa paaralan, sa mga eskwelahan natin. Kasi yan po naman talaga ang sulat ng mga Pilipino noon. So hanggang dito na lang po. Ito po ang Awi Mix Videos. Maraming salamat po.